Subaru Forrester. Let's have some fun. We're gonna jump right in this. I've jumped right in. As the car always seems to think it is cold, even when the car's warmed up, so the blue light will always stay on. The other thing is the, hey, don't turn because there's a car next to me system is malfunctioning. I think there's something that comes on the windows. So for some reason in the programming, it collision control, that's the other one right there, and then the check engine light is on. So this car is pissed, flat out pissed, and it is raining its ass off, so I'm gonna actually put this car down below and start peeling it apart, because I think I have the correct replacement part. And you're probably like, so seriously, over the thermostat control valve, you have no heat, correct? You have no heat. It is electronically controlled. So with that, you're without heat, and it is cold right now. It is almost ready to start snowing. It sucks. It's a bunch of BS. So Subaru has an amazing reputation, but lately this car has just been pissing me in. So far, there's not a recall on it, not yet, but time will tell. Well, that barely fit. Be happy if you got a bigger garage. All right, there we go. Car's in the on position, and try to get the on light for you. And see where the OBD2 plugs in right there? That's pretty easy. You should be able to figure that one out. Engine is cold right now, and the fans are running. Engine not running, but the cooling fans are running. So this car has no idea what's happening. It's like, okay, so we got that going on. We got that going on. Then there's the speed sensors pissed off, transmission control, blah, blah, blah. Thermostat regular. Yeah. First thing I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna pull this up. Pulls up just like that. And here's the replacement part. Looks like this. Little bracket.
Yeah, at this point, go ahead and gonna loosen that and go ahead and pop off the positive. 10 magic millis. So this whole piece has to come off. This is the intake manifold. There's the boot delivers air. So that comes off. Just squeeze that. That pops off. Push down, and then you wiggle, pull. And for this hose, just wiggle it, pull off, and push that out that little clip there. I'm gonna go ahead and get this big old air intake out of the way. So all it is that right there, and then that right there. Wiggle, wiggle, jiggle, jiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Oh, that popped right off. So, come on, little guy, come up out of there. Well, you got a little one of them in the back. You gotta use your pliers and just take that off. There we go, I got that one on the bottom. I mustn't forget to put that one back. That's gonna be part of something important. Yeah, I got my little extra light going on here so I can do surgery. It's wrapped up in my plumbing. We're gonna keep moving. Okay, so now I need to get this wiring loom off of the intake. It's basically like a little clip that holds in place. But if you look really close, there's like these little tabs, and all you do is you push down like you're giving it bunny ears, and you push down like that, and you wiggle, and you jiggle, and you pull it right up. Now, I depressed it right before I hit record on my phone, but that's how you do it. And now I'm gonna pinch this with a pair of needle nose pliers, and it's gonna push this fancy little wire tie back that way, and then it'll allow me to get this wiring loom disconnected from this intake plenum. There we go. That wasn't too bad. You can see how that is. I just squeezed it, those pliers where my finger is, and then, like I said, you just push down little tabs and you wiggle and pull those up and it comes off, and you can see how it connects to that. Next thing. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and take this hose off on the back. Having some trouble, so I'm gonna use a pick tool. I'm gonna reach up in there to get it loose, so go from there. Okay, now, I did pull it off just now, so I can remove this whole thing, and it pissed a little bit of weird fluorescent blue fluid, which is going to be this car's coolant. It's going to be some kind of special coolant, so if you go checking your levels, refer to the owner's manual for Subaru and put the right coolant in this sucker. Okay, now over here, I pushed that hose off. That was simple. But now I'm going to call this clip the BS clip. And well, you're probably there going, what in the... Okay, zooming back in, showing you how I got this off. It's actually real easy. Hard as hell to see, but all I did, you see it kind of... I'll do it since it was so easy. I'll show you how I did it. Watch here. Watch here. Stick that right there. Whoop, there it went. Just like that. If I can do it one-handed holding the camera, I'm sure you can figure it out too. Alright, I'm right here, and I use these needle nose pliers. Now, they don't have to look like that, but I just reach down here, and this little white guy, I squeeze the sides, and he pops right out. Real easy. Way easier than the BS clip right there. Almost there. About 52 more parts to go for moving before I can remove this top plenum. Just kidding, we're getting there. Okay, so then this next guy, there's a hose down here. I'm gonna go ahead and just grab him. Wiggle, jiggle, wiggle, jiggle. Check this out, this is the smartest thing. I'm taking that, just pushing up against that plenum. There we go. That wasn't too bad. Took a little bit of love, just kept on prying on it with a flathead. Popped off. Okay, next. This one was a two-hander. Sucker was stuck on there. Just push on that little backside right there, and then wiggle, 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 pull. Came off. All Alright, here we are, back side of the engine in between the firewall. And I got one more little guy to my knowledge, and then I'm going to start unbolting this intake. Again, now that hose is on the back side, and I used my pig tool, and a little fluid came out of it. Okay, start off with using a 12 millimeter. I'm going right there. Yeah, it wasn't long enough, so story of my life. But put it right there.
Well, I had to call for a little bit more power.
Alright, so I got that one, and then there's another one. Where are you at? All the way down here. There he is, right there. Okay, now for this side. That one's easy to get to. This one here is pretty easy to get to, unlike that back side over there. But this one's pretty easy to get to. You can do it. You don't have to mess with nothing. Don't even take this stuff off. If you know what that is, you already know better. If you don't know what that is, you better not be taking that off. That's your AC lines. That's a bad day. Okay, I'm actually going to come back here, and I'm going to take this off. Okay, so I just pushed down that clip, wiggled it, and pulled. Came off. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take that guy off right there. Probably should have took that off earlier, but that's all right. That's a funny looking gizmo. Almost looks like a heat sink. I wonder what that is. Anyways, so I'm going to use my little doodad. I'm going to pull up on that. Come on. Don't be a dirty girl. Alright, so we're still on this side, passenger side, driver wall, firewall that is. There's a tab on the underside of this where this gas line I took off a moment ago. Then I decided, I was like, wait a minute, that's not part of the plenum. So then I squeeze that, and I'm going to pull that out, and the tab's on the bottom side, so that one's a little tricky. So now I'm going to actually take this one off right there, same spot. There we go. So I got that guy taken off there just now. And then now I'm on this gray one here. Now I got it taken off, but all it is, you just push on that tab there, wiggle and pull. Everything's been push on tab and wiggle and pull. Subaru, Ford's different. It's got that locking, sliding bullshit on Ford, so this is actually easier. Okay, same spot that I've been working in. And that guy there, it looks like a 10. It looks like he's holding in the bracket for this plenum. I'm gonna go ahead and take him off. That'll be the first bolt that I have to keep track of. I mean, really, it's actually kind of cool. I mean, there's been no parts. Everything has been plug and play. Okay, jumping back in it. So that bracket I just undid, that was necessary. It connects to the bottom end of the plenum, and that gas line goes to the top of the engine over underneath. So that's that. Moving along. Okay, there we go. We have another bolt here I missed. I'm gonna hit him real quick, 12 millimeter. All right, so I got that bolt out. That was right there. I just use a ratchet. Now the damn thing's loose. Still attached. Well, I don't know what the last clip shows, but that bolt right there you're looking at is, that one has to come off. That's holding it down. And then there's also this right here. Again, I'm in between the firewall and the engine, and there's a pipe right here. This has to come off. That looks like a 12 millimeter. This guy here, that's got to pop off as well. That one there, give me a push and a pull. That also has to come out. Okay, here we are on this side. We've got another one. This is stuck down there. You see it slot down there. You can either cut that wire tie, or you can try to pry it out with a tool that's made for that. There we are, special tool. All right, driver's side. And down on that last clip there, I just ended up cutting it. And things are disposable anyways, just use a pair of side cutters. Right there, I'm trying to focus my camera so you can see it. And the other thing I did is there's a gray clip down here, and it's a tab, but you can't see the tab because it's upside down, but you have to squeeze it. It's all the way, whatever the hell that thing is, way down there. Squeeze it, jiggle, pull it. You know, I about got it. Almost, she's loose. Okay, I'm pretty certain I'm stuck on this last final part, unless I'm missing anything. It's kind of the biggest deal of this whole stupid plenum, is the way that they designed this thing. Well, I'm gonna try to hold my camera phone still so we can see what's going on. You're probably stuck at the same thing if you're watching this video. But at first I thought you had to take this pipe off. There's a pipe going down. Lord only knows what that thing is, but it comes up, and you see me shaking it a little bit. Hang on a minute. Really hard to see on my camera phone. I kind of try to watch it. Okay, you see that moving there? You're like, that whole fucking thing's moving, dude. Well, yeah, I'm trying, okay? But there's another pipe, a secondary pipe, this secondary pipe right there, it's not too hard to take off. I think it's a couple, whatever that is. It looks like a couple 10 millimeters. But this pipe pops off right there so that you can take that off. And then upside down, you're not going to be able to see it on my phone, but there's two other bolts that literally bolt upward into the plenum. And if I unbolt those, that should loosen me up and it should come right out. Okay, I wanted to stop and do an update real quick. Try to get the camera phone turned around here. This pipe right here is now loose. So it's a little shaped different than I expected, but at least now I got it out of the way. So it can dangle down, so now I get these upside down bolts. So now I'm taking off this part. You see that right there? Now I'm taking this one off to help me get to the other ones that are upside down and backwards. Complete, absolute. Okay, so now I can get to these upside down bolts much better. Trying to hold my phone still. There we go. There we go. They're right. Oh, yeah, okay. Almost there. Almost there. She's stuck. There's a real easy piece to take off right there in the very back. Gotta pop that off. There, that's popped off. Almost there. Oh. Okay, here we are on this side of the engine. And the master loom It's pretty bulky right here, and there's like basically a part, a solenoid of some sort that's right below where my finger's at. And I cannot get this thing out of here, so I'm gonna have to take that off, and there's no way to undo this thing in a clip over here. So I'm gonna have to figure out how to take that part off that's below. Okay, so using a small ratchet, 10mm, I was able to take this guy off in the back. You can't see it, but it's in a way. And now I just took it off. There it is. So now, oh, that is a weird looking part. That looks important. Okay, I have it halfway out. I wanted to stop and shoot this little clip. I'm basically protecting this thing I exposed. I have no idea what that is, but I can tell you, I don't want that messed up. What a pain, man. All right, that was probably the trickier spot in the front. I had to get this lip around. There's like 2 luma wires, and there's like a tube right there. I had to get it around, but it's out now. What a huge pain in the ass. No worries. It took me about 2 hours, 2.5 hours to get this far. It's laying over there, and this is the wrong part. So, yeah, that's a different problem. But there it is. It's right there on top. That's it. That's the bad part right there. So 2 hours just to get to it. 2.5 hours, 3 hours just to get to it. Wow. So there we go. That's how to get to it. Nothing like selling the wrong part. You know, this part hasn't even made it to the shelves yet. So the dealer, they don't recognize it as a warranty, since it's not a safety feature. But I don't know how the hell they got around that, because it opts out the brake assist and all that other kinds of stuff. So now I gotta put it all back together. But that is it right there. That number right there. Bunch of cruncha, bunch of funcha.